let us all do we can to build a better future.
So usually I try to give end of the stories are, positive and nice and fun. Not this one. This one just kind of sucks. Sorry to bring the mood down, everyone. But a Texas judge rules that everyone will get evicted into the cold in Texas, because why not? A federal judge in Texas on Thursday ruled that the federal moratorium on evictions is unconstitutional, according to court documents. U.S. District Judge John Barker, who was appointed by then President Donald Trump. I want to just put this out here again. Every time I hear from people, we can't do anything with the courts because it would be too partisan. And then we have this, again, who was appointed by then President Donald Trump. If it's not partisan, you don't need to say that. Let's cut the crap. We all know it's partisan. Anyway. In the Eastern District of Texas, stopped short of issuing a preliminary injunction, but said he expected the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention to respect his ruling and withdraw the moratorium. The federal government cannot say that it has ever before invoked its power over interstate commerce to impose a residential eviction moratorium. It did not do so during the deadly Spanish flu pandemic, 1918 flu. And by the way, part of the reason that was the case is that you weren't even allowed to report on it. So that might be a thing if you don't add in context. Nor did it invoke such a power during the Great Depression. The federal government has not claimed such a power at any point during, and by the way, during those times as well, the federal government really didn't have much power. That's FDR coming in after Great Depression. So he's really making a point that has no real punch to it. The federal government has not claimed such a power during any of our nation's history until last year. It's pandemic, modern era. Okay? Yeah, seems reasonable. Anyway, although the COVID-19 pandemic persists, he said, so does the Constitution. By the way, hey, Texas, with your independence, didn't you just collapse because you weren't connected to the national power grid? Oh, right. That's the thing that happened. And you had to have AOC go help you out and raise money for you guys because Ted Cruz was in Cancun. Oh, right. I'm sorry. You guys are independent. You got it covered. My bad. I'll be quiet. Enjoy all the Californians moving to your state. The ruling punctuates a legal effort that began when a group of Texas landlords and property owners sued the CDC and the Department of Health and Human Services in October over the eviction moratorium that was issued by the Trump administration in September, which is another weird thing that they're mentioning, that he's a Trump-appointed judge because they want to counteract a Trump order. So this seems stupid. This seems like this judge is very political. What a shocker. What do you think, Kit?
There's a couple things I want to take from the article. So first, number one, a lot of people in Texas, a lot of them similar to Illinois, like we live in gerrymandered districts. So the Republican establishment, just like how the Democratic establishment has in Illinois, has a monopoly over voters there. There's a lot of voters that really probably didn't know who this judge is, or they just voted for him, or either that judge just got into office because in Illinois, I don't know how it is similar to other states, but there are certain races where, there's only one person running for a judge seat or like some sort of committee seat, and they're not being challenged. And so some people either choose not to fill in that square box at all, or they don't know who this person is. And there's a lot of lack of information of who these people are. And this judge is showing just how heartless he is towards regular people in Texas, because it's the people of Texas right now that are victims not only of U.S. policies, but of local Texas state policies as well. This is where the citizens of Texas need to step up because their infrastructure was not fully prepared for this amount of freeze. Now, here in Illinois, we're used to these kind of deep freezes. But the thing is, I could see more of these deep freezes happening again in 2022, in 2023, because climate change is a real disaster that we have to deal with, and we have to be prepared for all the challenges that will be coming our way. And if these political leaders can't see the bigger picture, well, then the people of Texas need to vote that judge out, but also anyone that supported him, anyone that campaigned with him, anyone that's associated with him. Now, sadly, again, living in a gerrymandered district, you are stuck with the choices that you have. But if people step up and start demanding more, you can bring in change. In the state of Illinois, myself and Daniel were part of a 25-group people, Wolfpack, Illinois. We got Senate Joint Resolution 42 passed in the Illinois State Senate and House. You have a good chance in reaching out to your local legislators and making them realize that you have the power. Now, at the federal level, sadly, our politicians are paid prostitutes. They won't even acknowledge a working class citizen. They won't even take time for you. But if the people of Texas can rally and get those bastards out of office and actually start implementing stronger infrastructure changes, which they will need, then we can start talking about building a better future, because right now it's in the hands of the people of Texas to step up. And I believe that they can do this, and it should happen everywhere else. Same thing like in Michigan, where again, Flint, Michigan, it still doesn't have clean drinking water. Here in the state of Illinois, we have corruption running amok. I think it's right now nationwide, because that judge, he's not only just in Texas. That kind of person is all over this country, and people need to step up to fight for that better future. If we don't do anything now, bastards like that will still happily evict people from their homes and apartments. Where's the Biden administration? Where's the vote blue no matter who crowd? Where are all the Democrats at? Where are you at? And just don't be doing fundraisers. I want to see action. I want to see something done. Rally protests, rally activism right now. Do something. I mean, Democrats, show a backbone. But sadly, we can't rely on our Republican leaders or our Democratic leaders to do anything. The real power lays at the hands of the people.
Yeah.
Because when the people lead, that's when the leaders follow.